first and foremost, sure. My subscribers, beautiful subscribers. So here we are actually here to fetch no man, the thing is but anyway, I think in is in 21st. So last corner we are in Middelburg 1050 to begin with.
Sure.
So where we are at the moment, we are actually a Ciceria Bota.
Sure.
Where we are actually going to be fetching one of our fellow stars, you know. One of the people that actually give us e-papers and anticienza.
Sure.
I'm here for Arnel Lubisi. We are going to be fetching our future champion, yeah. It's been a long awaited everyone. Welcome once again to the Vocal Podcast. Most importantly, the Beat It With Life channel, because that's where we are all subscribing. That's where we are all putting our thumbs on. That is where we actually get the juices. And every show that we'll possibly conceive and conceptualize. Sfundile boy. No, Sfundile. I'm just bringing it to people. But nonetheless, greetings everyone. Thank you for watching. For everyone that's watching, if this is the first time you're watching us, please make sure that you reach for the subscribe button there. Don't only click on it, but spank on it. Spank the subscribe button there. I've got my lovely guest today. I've got someone that I would like to introduce. In as much as I would like to say a lot, but you know the procedure, you know the things, you know how we do it. How we actually do it is we actually give the person, enable the person to actually have their own, their own words in introducing themselves, because that is the only way. I have to tell a story, or someone has to tell a story on my behalf. Sure. I would be tempted so much to stop them because I would want to tell it myself, especially if it has got to do with me introducing myself. That is why now, hence, even nama guest one. Sure. This opportunity for you to greet our lovely subscribers and tell them
greetings to all the subscribers of BD Roots.
This
is Arnel Lubisi. I'm a boxer.
Sure.
Currently a provincial champion.
Yeah.
And the future looks bright. In October, I'm fighting for the international title. So
sure.
Soon I'll be a world champion.
I love that. We're getting straight to the point. What's the life? What's the level? Yeah, and nonetheless, everyone, this is Arnel Lubisi once again. So I'm sitting with first and foremost, most importantly, I'd like to actually tell you guys from where we are actually having this episode. Sisemfuzi 1050, the home of legends, the home of creatives, the home of aspiring and actual legends, people that are actually up there in the game, in the media. I understand Uguti Lento Yenzayo is actually in the entertainment sphere.
Yes.
So that is why we cannot make a distinction between the people that we know about Pumala Ekasi, who have actually made it in the entertainment industry, whether it's by acting, whether it's by music, and so forth. So now we've got you.
Yeah.
We've got you, and that means we have been afforded a chance as E1050 to actually exist in the space, Sepoxy. So I'd like to extend my thank yous, my gratitude for myself and for the people that are watching. 1, 2 for the people of 1050. So can you just tell us more mfethu nje wabumana wavuka nje ngelinye ilanga wathi wena ufuna ukushaya abantu?
Yeah, I started boxing in 2011.
Yeah.
Firstly, I was playing soccer.
Oh, you're playing soccer, okay.
Yeah, before boxing. So,
Yeah.
one day, I just decided, let me go to the boxing gym.
Yeah.
And see if I can do this thing.
Yeah.
And
See if you can
fortunately,
yeah,
within those few days I started boxing,
yeah,
they got me a fight. So we went to participate in a tournament. So prepared for that fight for 2 weeks, I think. Then I won the fight by knockout. So that's why I can do this.
You saw with I know, man. There's you know what you know what I think. I think my fellow brother here needs his belt because I think there's a little bit of shivering. That is there. However, because now we've organized, we've made sure we go and fetch ibhande lakamfowethu. There is going to be a testament to what it is that he actually does. And so this is one of your wonderful accomplishments.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, this is my shield. I feel safe now.
You feel safe now.
Yeah, I feel safe now.
Yeah, so it's the first time, my brother. I've never held this before.
Yeah.
But once again, through you, we are going to be plugged. I believe that we are going to be plugged more. And I also believe we are going to be able to get into. You can keep it on your shoulder, my brother.
Sure.
Be the champion that you actually are. With the people of the Vocal Podcast, as well as the subscribers of the Middelburg Live channel, we're going to be afforded a chance to actually, spawn amanyama scenes and get to be in certain environments that we were never in before you actually got into the scene. So. With that being said, Keputi, what is it? I guess khulume ngekasi kancane because I know you've got big dreams, and the dreams I'm pretty sure they are not necessarily local. Your aspirations are not necessarily local. But njengomuntu ofana nami who doesn't know anything at all about the boxing industry, can you just tell us what's happening there? Is there, because I know it's not wrestling and pretending at Nashaya, actually beating each other. So just as far roughly tell us what is this industry? How do you understand it? What's happening?
Now, boxing is sport. So it's not like you go there with the intention of killing your opponent. It's just a sport.
Yeah.
It's art.
It's art.
Yeah, so there's art in between. That that certain styles and moves, or inside. Like everyone has his own style.
Okay.
Yeah, go boxing. Like for Mayweather, there is a style called shoulder roll, where he just pick up his right hand and his left shoulder up here.
Yeah, so it's like a signature.
It's like a signature. Is
okay.
Is.
Do you have a signature?
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
I have.
Or it's not things that you would disclose because your opponent, whatever. Or you still manage to make it work for you. How does it? How does
no,
it
even
work?
if they see it, but still it works because you really can't like but it's lapy ringing. I know because no matter my adjustment. I know how to make adjustments. Apply leso style leso sami ukuthi ngikhona ukuwina leyo certain fighting.
Okay.
Yeah.
My brother there has got a question for you.
Yeah. So in every sport or tournament, as in life, I believe ukuthi nala ikala khona. So I just wanted to ask your side, yini inspiring ukuthi you know what? Okay, in 2011 when I did that tournament, I boxed. But there's this aspiration we all have. For example, ngikhule ngifuna ukuba ihata because the time I'm traffic cop. So I would always think ukuthi if I join the police force, maybe in a different division, nami ngizoba at that rank nayo. So in terms of boxing, who and or what is your inspiration?
My inspiration is my dad. He was a champion.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, but then he didn't reach to the international standard. So my dream is to win my international belt.
Okay.
Just to add on the legacy. Because my uncle was a boxer, my dad was a boxer, and they were all champions. But kune level le bangafika kiyo, mina ngibheka ukuthi I must be ahead of them with their help.
Sure.
With the experience that they have, ngifuna ukuthi nami ba-ede kuma skills one.
Okay.
Ukuthi mina ngifike kule level leyo ngifuna ukufika kiyo.
Okay, so so any particular mhlambe, let's say asikhulume nge-background now. Let's talk background. Let's talk where the story actually stems from for you as Arnel. Look, ekhaya sonke siyazi ukuthi, from home there are things we taught, and there's a way that we are actually groomed as we grow up. So I just want to know ukuthi, from the people that you mentioned, most importantly, your father, your uncle, did you have any particular, besides you just knowing Uguti, they used to box, did you have any particular grooming from them that, was directive about Uguti, this is how maybe boxing works, this is what we are doing? Did you have any intel? Did they tell you anything about what they were doing? Or you just know in Japan Uguti, they were boxers and that's why maybe you're also a boxer?
No, I actually saw it.
You actually saw it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've witnessed it. Yeah. As I was still growing up.
Shopping.
Yeah, they used to go kuma events balwa. Ngibabukela, I was there inside. But then because of the difficulties that my dad faced with the sports boxing, he decided no, I shouldn't do boxing. Hence why I said I started playing soccer before boxing.
Yeah.
So the ground protector actually, you don't have to do boxing. You can just maybe like do soccer, go to school and be something. Interesting. Which brings me to want to know, Uti, from Tina, like from the spectators' point of view, we, including myself, think Uti, it may be maybe somewhat a risky sport. So can you just put me through that? Is it actually a dangerous sport to play? When you fight your opponents, that's one question. One. The second one is, do you ever encounter real encounters off the ring? Do you have like amakwal with opponents? What's happening? What's going on? Because we know that this thing is physical, and it would be expected for those kind of things to get in the way. So what's up for you? As I've said, it's a sport, so there's no any bad blood between me and my opponent. Yeah. We box today, tomorrow we are friends.
Yeah.
But then mostly inside the ring, we're in business.
We are in business.
Yeah. That means for who's running somewhere after this fight.
Yeah.
You see, so I'll put up a performance and as you would delay, it will be key for me to win and then we are gonna go next match.
Sure.
So I see you. It's like
it's
sport,
personal,
it's personal, it's not like magazine fula la and parallel fighting. So bad,
Sure.
So I just wanna derail the man. So there's like isn't this bizarre around in the ring?
Yeah.
How many rounds have you lasted? Like your longest round ringing? And your longest round empathy.
Okay, in the ring, my longest round was 10 rounds.
10 rounds.
Yeah, I was fighting.
And that's why, mind you, I'm thinking to myself,
I don't think it's possible.
It's possible. That's why I'm thinking to myself, with Magadi 10, I'm like, yo, you just raised the bar too high. Because we are about to actually do a comparison. But yeah, no. Take us through it. In the ring, what's up?
Yeah, the longest rounds of box was 10.
Sure.
I was fighting in PE, Port Elizabeth. It's now called Gqeberha.
Okay.
Yeah, I was fighting for WBF Africa title.
Okay, so now if a fight usually lasts that long, vane usho ukuthini, because I know there's a lot of anxiety involved in there, because now your probabilities of winning and losing they're almost the same, right?
Yes,
because
I think
it means
it's a number point.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Okay. There's like a more point.
Yes, point. Yeah.
But I also wanna know, even our viewers want those don't understand. Boxing,
sure.
I'd like to know with per how does someone win a round? But the game still continues. But to win a round,
next round is yours.
So it works like this. There's 3 judges ringside watching the fight. They're scoring the fight. So they will see who lands more punches than the other. So if you are my opponent, you throw punches and they land on my gloves, because that's my defense. So as a child, I might glove in. I count it as my point.
Yeah.
So for you, win a round, you have to land like target areas like the head and the body.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to be the aggressor, person who make you fight.
So in a sense, it's more like soccer analysis, more to position. So you are judged according to criteria. For his then the team that was having the ball for longer than the other is this one. So now, however, nanomana opponent ingalenda ama-fights, ama-punches amaningi kuwe, and then when yours are few, but they actually make you win the team. Win the match.
Yeah, and then
how does that?
And then, if ever like in surrender, ama-punches amaningi.
Yeah.
Let's say it's 3 minutes per round, right? So, Zolenda maybe ama-punches amahle abonakalayo in the first minute and the second minute.
Yeah.
Then when last minute you rub off that those punches.
Start afresh.
So we nearly around because of knockdown. They call it 10-8. They score it as 10-8.
Yeah.
So we nearly that means we nearly around times 2.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
So we nearly so I must cover now. Go around the lizard.
Yeah.
And make sure I win the rest of the remaining rounds to win the fight.
Sure.
So are you sure in boxing, or let me just say, even for the viewers at home, boxer, they think of them as violent people. How would you how do you receive that, especially singazi ukuthi uyajola now, or you look like you focused
that's a good question.
So for women that see umuntu ofana nawe that's into boxing, should they be fearful with one day now boxer? Because there's this, I'm a boxer. I wouldn't want to mention people's names, but there's quite a few cases where boxers bashava fast. How would you take that as how does GPV?
Yeah.
In terms of that, put us through that. What does the boxer think in terms of when Marcos was shy, especially when it comes to women?
About different characters, first of all. But with boxing, like, it teaches you discipline. You can never find most boxers balona abantu isn't normal like umuntu akusukela. You are able to control like emotions wakho. Ikufundisa that thing.
I think so, what you're saying, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough as a point, because what it's giving me is, it's telling me, regardless you're playing boxing or not, because you've got a lot of people who are abusive and don't play. So and don't play any sport.
Any sport, yeah.
So which means when someone actually starts to play boxing, they just express whichever character that they express, either way, on or off the ring. So it has got nothing to do with boxing, mangabe. That's what you're saying. It's a discipline. So if abuse is happening somewhere else, wherever, it's got to do with you as a person, the character. It's got nothing to do with the practices or the teachings of boxing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No. That's wonderful. I feel like we'll let you slide very very soon. On that comparison, Yamara, because now.
Yes.
Why? because the other one was well in detail.
Yeah.
So because also I also believe answering or getting into that is also going to be you answering another question that you were just briefly asked, and I think which is first and foremost, are you in a relationship? Then mhlambe masosichazele sesizakhona ukusiza ucalculator le yandaba le.
Yes, I'm in a relationship.
So just to maybe summarize it,
yeah.
If you're in a relationship or you were in a relationship, you'll have heated arguments between you and a partner yako.
Yeah.
Psychologically, kusuke kwenzakala in your how do you discipline yourself, and what can you teach amanyama boxer on like avoiding a situation because I guess that's where conversation the abuse comes in.
Look, it's a good question too, but it's another question. This is a podcast, feel free.
No relationship I'm fight, everywhere, but it's not physical, obviously. So so you just have to simply, if you're wrong, you just have to apologize.
No,
if
my guy,
wrong, apologize.
That's the question. That's the question. Answer. You are in a relationship, yes. Now that I think briefly, because generally answer here's the reason why I wanted to be a little bit more specific. It's not to punish you. It's to also. This is I believe brand. This is a brand uplifting kind of a conversation. One.
Yeah.
And then the reason why you and I would have to just go a little bit like into specifics when it comes to that topic is koselana si portray kwangathi sikhulume address izinto as though you are single if you are in a relationship. Nakhona ngeke sikhulumisa ngathi relationship if usingile nodinga umuntu kumele sikuhlanganisele phela. Yeah, so just take us through. Are you in a relationship? And you don't have to go into detail about with who, what are you doing. Just tell us your love life basically. What's the status there? What's happening there?
Yeah, I'm in a relationship.
Sure.
A healthy one.
Healthy one,
yeah.
Okay.
One, yeah. And
it's a nice it's a healthy relationship.
Support,
so
yeah, I am happy.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's good. That's beautiful, my guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, one. Before I forget, now we had this conversation. There's a conversation that I remember we had, and that conversation had a lot to do with there's a fight laser. I know subscribers and viewers there that there's a fight that's going to be happening. So I just want you to take us through that particular fight that you and I were talking about, that I believe will still be lengthy about it after the episode. Because I sincerely wish to be there. And if also people that are watching, subscribers, viewers there, if you are wishing in this fight and you want us to be broadcasting live there, comment section there, you want to see this guy's fight, because I trust me. And another thing before I forget, please make sure you go to our shorts, the shorts of this channel where we're uploading shorts, and make sure you go and check. There's There's a short actually that I created. I created a short that shows you in action, doing your thing there. Yeah. So just go there and reference what is it that they're actually about and actually doing. So yeah, let's go back to the tournament thing now. Just take us through what is gonna be happening, because Bongeko recently.
I was in Cape Town.
Yeah, you were in Cape Town. Yeah. So lapha boyo bugela image.
Image, yeah.
Really image.
Yeah.
There's something important that you said long before Spamba le episode, before we came to studio to record. Something you said about part of you going to watch their match was to study your potential opponents and things like that.
Yeah.
Can you just kindly take us through that, Mfethu? Now, understand why is it important? Because one would not take a flight to go to Cape Town only to study something. How serious must you be taking your craft to go that extra mile?
If you watch soccer, especially the local one in South Africa, PSA,
sure,
you'll see Sundowns is currently the best team in South Africa, right?
Okay.
So you'll see Coach Rulani Mukwena.
Yeah.
He will be there on the stands, maybe like they have a game against Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah.
Also, just to see ukuthi badlala njani, and then abone ukuthi we take kanjani with the team. So it's the same thing with me going to as far as Cape Town, just to watch,
to observe
the guys that are in my division. Just with ngibone, like ngibone land or live, like ngibone ukuthi okay, le boxer lenza so.
Sure.
And then okay, if ever ngizolwa naye mina ngizoyenza so. Ukuze win a fight against him.
Yeah.
And then ngiyaya lapha ngibukela i-fight, okay, ngibabonile ama-potential opponents wami. I know what to do. So yes, I'm currently training for this upcoming fight ezoba khona October. But then saying nothile down with
Sure.
If ever ngizohlangana na that guy owine lapha, what am I gonna do?
This is possibly what you might want to be doing. Okay, sure. Before I forget, let me just quickly ask this question to you. Look, I want to give you this opportunity. Let's say let's say that's you looking at your future self. Right. Yeah, this is you now looking at your future self. What is the message that you want to be getting from your younger self, from the version of yourself that is actually here now? Yes. So you are going to be watching this part, and I'm going to make sure that I send it to you, even if it's not now, but eventually I'll make sure it gets to you.
Yeah.
So 5 years from now, I don't know, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, there's something that you will wish to hear from your younger self. And that is exactly what I want to give you the privilege to do right now. So you are looking at your future self, whether you want to make promises, whether you want to say something that you feel is important. Talk to them.
Okay.
As in like you're addressing, you're speaking to a person, but that message is you. You are literally like you're telling yourself whatever that it is, whether it's what you wish to have happened, whether it's whatever, just nje. Iba busy nje, iba phezu kwakhe.
Okay, I'll ngizokhuluma like something engifisa ukuthi yenzeka like in future.
Sure.
Yeah. I just wish after 5 years from now, or a few years from now, I want to see myself representing my country internationally and make my country proud. Outside in Yolandi will title like a car. Yeah.
So this aspiration, you are making it in what year?
5 years from now.
So this is 2020.
It's 2023.
Sure.
Yes.
No, I know. I Sim 90. That's what I wanted to do. So that's your future self. That's gonna be another version of yourself, because I believe when my guy we just keep on evolving from time to time. In as much as we live in the same body, but I believe we become different people through different timelines of our lives. So therefore, the reason why I want you to be there to talk to that person is because I know that's gonna be a different person. However, you are still going to be, but you are going to be a different person. So I want that person to get that message now. So it's beautifully done. I think Utiset was got a question for you to
Sure, just to quickly wrap it up, because I believe now, you inspire a lot of young people.
Yes.
And obviously there's that one, or just maybe that one group where they're disadvantaged, wherever that they are. I just want you to be able to share your challenges from a local support, let's say, from your local municipality. What do they support you with? What do you wish with your municipality ally, Steve Tread, can do for you, and not only just you, but also the upcoming boxers in terms of the sport oldies? What support do you get, and what support don't you get? That's number 2. And what support do you wish to get?
I wish would like have a focus more with development, because we haven't got opportunities like to compete more like a Kai.
Sure.
Yeah, because our managers have been knocking the municipality, but then without the positive feedback. So I wish, because it's level level after me.
Sure.
So I would wish bangabe neglect babhekelele nabo ukuthi bakhona ukuthi babe nama tournament la, because it's costly ukwenza lama tournament, because you have to hire a boxing ring, you have to buy food for abantwana abazabe participate kuleyo tournament.
Sure.
So
how much can that boxing ring cost?
It can cost maybe like 10K.
Jesus.
Yeah, 10K.
No, yakuzwa, but ngicela nje Masinya to revisit a question, because I think I want to go back. Teni, tell us more about. I don't think singenile kiyo kakhulu about the tournaments that are coming for you. Just ukhulume ngawo briefly. Let's just talk about them. Let's just touch on them. Sitshela abantu nje ngoba ngicabanga ngathi barobhekile ngathi there's something that interrupted that session of question. Yeah, sure.
So my next fight will be around October. We're still gonna confirm the date. I think in the next 2 weeks the date will be confirmed, and then so far my posters around and radio stations as well will advertise and through you guys about my podcast.
Sure.
We ask for help with this advertising their match.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
And there's ngiyazibuza njengoba ngihleli la ukuthi, hey, you seem like a very shy guy. You seem like a very shy person. If if we had the privilege to ask him like, lo muntu ukuthola kanjani lo? Uqale wathini kuwe? It doesn't strike me as someone who would even dare to approach a woman and speak to them. Uthole njani umuntu wakho nto shy kangaka?
Knock out ngamagama.
Oh, knock out.
Not really.
Ufike la wenzani mfana? Ufike la what sanibona nathi utata lapho.
No,
this is what I can do. What do you say? I'll show her, no, I'm your girlfriend, I think.
Sasangana ku event. Beyangazi ukuthi like she didn't know what I was doing with the boxer.
Yeah.
So we just met at an event, so exchanged numbers. Then
a beautiful story started there. This is what's up, mfana la bantu bashaya mfana na Raymond. Hey, what's up, mfana? I have to take relationship lessons from you, because ngikhuluma sona hayi ukuthi ubasa ngomuntu bayaganga, no, angimoshela umjida, hayi ngaleyo ndlela, hayi mamazi, hayi ngaleyo ndlela. Not what I mean. Yeah, I mean ubasa in terms of their assertiveness with things. They many people, and I believe ukuthi also people that you live with, people around you, they can be testament to the fact that you are a humble person, yet everything that you are about that demands action from you, you strike me as someone who prefers to not let their mouths run their mouths.
Yeah.
People who don't run their mouths. Rather, you are this person who's action driven.
Exactly.
That is why that's you, ne?
Yeah, I'm very spoken.
Yeah. Prefer
to like
Sure.
Yeah.
I know that's
I
very
put action in what I do.
That's very
Guaranteed.
commendable, my brother.
Yeah.
I really appreciate first and foremost for Uti Usabele, you know. And I really just do wish Uti this does not even be the only we still need to come to your game.
Yeah.
You know, Taco Blue, I believe we are going to make it to the game, to the match. And yeah, man, look, I always tell you on WhatsApp, I always tell you whenever that I have the opportunity to do it, and I'm still gonna say it. I'm gonna say it in front of everyone. I'm very, very extremely proud of you. And look, my instinct, my energy, my spirit is telling me, and I wish you nothing but the absolute best. I don't know. Tisetu, do you have something that you want to ask our fellow brother before we wrap it up?
Yeah, it's just coming from a place of understanding you as a person, because to be honest,
Sure.
So I can also say like the blind someone call food in fact.
Yeah.
So the athleticness, I think when I see what you're doing now, it inspired me. Yes. And it made me think about, oh shit, from Ekaslam there's actually people who are focused in terms of his sport, because I was also an athlete in Kiching. Now I want to understand from you, what keeps you afloat, what keeps you not to be part of what's happening in Gas? Because we're talking about
the vision. Yeah. The vision. And it's born like point A. I'm thinking outside the box.
Sure.
So that's why like into Zalai Gas is to where I want to be. I'm very focused in my goals.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so just before we wrap it up, because kunzima mfethu khulwana kunzima mfethu uyirapha leli session because when something you've been waiting for something to happen for such a long time. Look, but nonetheless, I'm renting your space free now, and this is time that you could have been doing anything else with. But nonetheless, you came through to the Vocal Podcast. You enabled the subscribers of the Middelburg Live channel with experience and get to know how it is that you think and what it is that you think. So I don't know. Do you have any words in particular to the people of the Vocal Podcast, to us? What is it that you have at the top of your mind? And then subscribe, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thanks to every subscriber with the Vocal Podcast. Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. And also thank you to the Vocal Podcast team for hosting me.
Sure.
Yeah, I really appreciate the opportunity.
No, it's appreciate how without you, I'm going to repeat this because I said it behind the scenes. Without you doing what you're doing, we don't see the need to actually do this, because I'm going to say it again. Even if we can strike interviews outside of this platform, but still, even if we're talking alone, there are things that we have to be talking about. Who are we talking about? What is it that we're talking about? So that is how key it is, my brother. It is key. What you're doing is key on and off this particular camera that's looking at you at the moment. Because even tomorrow, if I want to reference you, I want to talk about you, you have to be doing something first. There has to be events occurring for us to be able to even create content.
Yeah.
So
so we will pointly. You remember last time now we are here.
Exactly. Yeah. We can also reference look at where we are now and so and so forth. So with that being said, Bodi, I am very, very much grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Tenfold.
Pleasure.
Please be available once again when we need you.
Sure.